Hi, Ashley. We're going to compare your swing today to Pudge Rodriguez, and I want to start by saying that you're a great competitor and a great hitter too. We're working on timing this day at practice, and this was actually one of the better swings of the clips that we took, and you're going to find in my analysis here that I have quite a few criticisms. I want you to know that if I could have nine girls like you in the lineup who are willing to stick their nose in there, get their hands dirty, and compete, I'd be in really good shape as a coach. You're an excellent competitor, and you're an excellent hitter. It doesn't take, mechanics are not the end-all be-all, but they are important. They put the odds in your favor, and I don't like your mechanics. I love your competitiveness. I think you're going to be a great hitter, but to get there, you're going to have to make some mechanical changes, and you also do some things very well. So we'll see all that here in this upcoming video. I just want you to know that I think that you have a little bit of a disadvantage. You're really strong, you have a good eye, and you compete really well. Why is that a disadvantage? Because against 9 and 10 and 11-year-old pitchers, you've been really successful with these bad mechanics. And for you to be successful at the high school level and beyond against top pitching, the pitching that you're capable of playing with, Division I pitching in college, you're certainly capable of playing at that level. But for you to have success against good pitchers who can throw the ball hard, then you're going to have to change some mechanics here. So let's dig in and take a look. First, let's compare your setup. Now, I know you're working on staying more centered and then loading up later, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it in games, and you aren't doing it here. So this is your stance, and you're already loaded back. You've already done your negative move. Your weight's already over your back foot. Look how comfortable Pudge looks, and if you're going to have timing with your swing, then I think you're going to have to start more centered, 50-50 or really close to it with your weight distribution. Okay, from here we advance the slide a little bit, and we get to, I'm going one frame at a time, you might hear the clicking in the background. We get to your negative move. Okay, I've already marked it. Here's your negative move. Here's Pudge's negative move. And again, the difference is that I think you're too far over that back foot. See that your weight is right over that foot. Okay, so my 3-year-old interrupted me just now, so I lost my flow a little bit, but let's go back here. We're at the negative move, and you'll see that Pudge's weight stays inside of his back foot, and yours is right over your back foot. So I think you load back a little bit too far. Now, that being said, you're in a really good position here. And other than that, your hands are back, your shoulders, you have a slight inward turn, your back shoulder is slightly above the front shoulder. So your eyes are on the ball, your hands are back, your forearm is inside, your hands are inside of your front elbow. You're in a great position to hit right here. So you're doing a lot of good things here, just a little bit too far back with your weight, which is going to affect your timing. So everything so far is timing, timing, timing. Okay, as we go forward, we get to toe touch, and let me put both of you to toe touch. When your front foot first hits the ground, I want you to notice that Pudge's weight is about 50-50 here, and your weight is still mostly back on your back foot. So I'd like to see you have more of a positive move. So more of a negative move by starting centered, loading back, then more of a positive move coming back at toe touch. Your hands are still in a great position to hit, shoulders, everything else is still good here. Just a little bit too much weight over the back foot. As you start here, we get into heel plant, and just a few frames later, and again, you're in a really fine position to hit. You've now done more of a positive move, and you're pretty much 50-50 almost. And again, I think you're in a great position to hit right here. You still have that back shoulder above, that slight inward turn, the hands back, everything's good. Now, start the swing and trying to find connection here, which is the point where your hands cross the shoulders. And what we see is that your back elbow goes past the slot, coming way forward. That back shoulder dips way down. Watch Pudge on these same frames. Okay, see how his hands are working. Okay, and he has, this is connection here. The point where the hands cross the back shoulder, make sure the lower half and the upper half are working together, and we just have trouble finding it because of this huge dip in your back shoulder. Okay, so look at this angle. Okay, look at this angle as he's swinging, and it's just a huge difference. Okay, look where his back elbow is, right next to his hip here. Look where your back elbow is. You've passed your hip. Okay, so how do you adjust that? Well, it's going to take some work, but I hope you're willing to make that adjustment. So again, look at when we get to bat lag here, how are you going to impart force into the ball with this backside, with this elbow in this position? It's just too far forward. The back shoulder is down way too much. And so the result is that the bat, look at the angle here at bat lag, down instead of up. Okay, so I've made that point. You're still doing a lot of good things. So let's go forward to contact. Okay, obviously you're coming up to the ball, which if the ball's coming down because it's slow pitching, actually is good. You're matching the plane of the pitch. Unfortunately, you still do that when I throw hard. So that's why you swing right under the ball when I'm throwing hard in the cage. Okay, so that was bat lag. Now let's go to contact. So you see a lot of similarities here. You're a little bit too far out front. I picked this swing because it was one of the better timing ones. I think you're slightly ahead of this timing wise. But nice job here with hitting against the front leg, having the foot at a 45. Okay, see the same thing, Pudge here. He's maybe getting a little bit more into that front side than you are, but you're also getting a lot into it, and you have good palm up, palm down. The barrel's at a decent position here at contact for both of you. Extension. Let me get rid of these lines. Okay, so your extension here, so here's contact, there's extension. Look at that palm down, palm up extension with these nice V in the arms right here. That's really good, okay? Excellent. See the same thing from both of you. You really extend through the ball very well. You've got that straight front leg, and your extension stays good as you go to the follow through. Okay, see, just look how similar you look to Pudge in this position. And you know, I picked Pudge here for no particular reason. I could have picked any number of hitters. I could even pick left-handed hitters and flip them. It really doesn't matter. These things that you're seeing are going to be pretty consistent throughout Major League hitters as far as the points that I try to make on these videos. And if you watch any of your teammates' videos and you see the same things on the big leaguers that they're compared to. All right, so some really good things. Let's go back and look at stance. You know, I'd love to have you find your rhythm and not load up early. Do the negative move to get to here. You're in a good position, just a little too far back. toe touch, go ahead and do the positive move a little bit earlier into toe touch. And then let's work on that first move from heel plant. Okay, this is where you're in a good position to hit and things are pretty good. Work on that first move being to keep the barrel up, keep the hands inside a little bit longer, but mostly keep the hands above a lot longer, swing on a more level path, not have that back elbow lead by so much. Keep it in the slot at connection. And see if we can more closely imitate the big leaguers in this position. Okay. Again, lots of good things. Contact and extension. You're a great hitter already, and if you get your mechanics, it will not hurt you against the weaker pitching, but it will really help you when you want to get that big hit for your team against a championship level pitcher. Your batting average will just skyrocket if you can make a couple adjustments, and they are not easy to make. So I wish you well. Good luck.